Everybody, hello. Sean here with DTF Tech Talk, owner, Hometown Hike, custom apparel in Franklin, Pennsylvania. I wanted to take 1 second and talk to you guys about alignment with your printer and your powder shaker. This is very important. So you guys may know we have a Discord group for DTF printing professionals. It is specifically for people who have commercial DTF printers and who are first-hand printing, right? So the people that are operating these machines want to get good at this. And we talk about different technical issues, different problems we're having. We all trying to kind of pitch in and help resolve each other's issues. So there's been a lot of talk and discussion from different people about their paper or their film is moving on their print platform as they're printing. Okay, so like they'll be printing and the paper's not coming perfectly forward, right? As the film's moving forward, it's shifting a tiny bit to the right, or it's shifting a tiny bit to the left. And what this happens, when this happens, it causes major alignment problems. So like if your alignment looks like it's way out of whack, it's likely because your film is moving on the piece of paper. And that is because by the time the CMYK print head prints and then the white comes back over top, the piece of paper will have moved a little in that direction, right? And it'll manifest itself via major alignment problems. And the way you can typically tell is, number one, your paper's moving, so your margin on the edge will change. But additionally, the prints, right, the white will be hitting high on this side and low on this side. That's, or vice versa, or low on this side and high on this side. So if it's hitting high on this side and low on this side, your film's moving to the right, and vice versa, it's moving to the left. All right, so let's talk about what can cause this. So one of the first things that can cause this is that your powder shaker is not perfectly parallel with your printer. Your powder shaker, to like the centimeter, needs to be parallel with the printing platform. So measure, right? So like measure from the corners of your printer to the edge of your powder shaker. Keep it a tight measurement, right? Don't just say, oh yeah, that's 30 inches and that's 30 inches, right? No, that needs to be like 30.01 inches and that's 30.07 inches. Okay, I'm 0.6 inches off. Let's make an adjustment, right? It needs to be very precise and specific. So keep that in mind. If your paper on the belt, so if you guys do your film management the way I do, your film comes down in the morning, it comes up the ramp, you stick it on here and you turn your vacuum system on. If the film is skewed a little so that the close edge is like a little bit, it's going a little bit high compared to the right edge, that will eventually cause problems up here in the print platform. You'll be able to tell because like this edge will have more slack and it'll start to flutter like right here. That's what happens to my printer anyway. Or if the inverse is true and there's too much slack on this side, this left edge will start to flutter. If your film is not all the way through and on the roller as of yet, generally you can resolve this by just turning your vacuum system off for a moment, and the film will want to take the path of least resistance and it'll resolve itself, and then you can turn your vacuum system back on. If, however, your film has not yet reached the roller and it's on the vacuum system, what you can do is hold there with your hand for a moment, turn your vacuum system off with your other hands, and then make minor adjustments, right? And I'm talking like centimeter adjustments, moving this like a little forward, a little back, skewing it this way, skewing it that way. All the while you're watching up here on the print platform to see what's happening. Usually these two edges right here and right here will flutter. So you want to reduce that flutter so that both edges are taut, all right? Additionally, another problem that could be having, so not everyone's printer has one of these. So this is, I think it's called a tension rod. So when the film comes off this roller here, it keeps everything under tension consistently so that the film feeds in properly. Not everyone's printer has one of these. So some people's printer, the film just goes straight up in and underneath here without any tension. Those printers are going to have a lot more of these kind of problems, especially especially moving left or right, okay? You might not have the fluttering problem as much, but you will likely have problems with it shifting. The fluttering problem typically causes the paper to rise at a certain point once enough slack's getting, and then head strikes will happen. If you don't have one of those tension systems, I recommend getting one. I'm sure you can easily figure out how to make one or purchase one. I've never had to look into it myself personally, but I can't imagine it's that difficult. So I just wanted to mention this because it seems like a lot of people are having issues with their tracking, their film tracking not coming in straight. So if you're having those kind of problems, hopefully one of these tips or specific mentions of what causes it will help you resolve it. So hopefully someone finds this helpful. Have a great day. Goodbye. See you later.